Okay, that's a pork belly, bacon, peanut butter and jelly, spiced pickles, and cheese sandwich. I'm still trying to decide what to make of it. It's not bad. Sloppy is all I get out. But wow. Passion fruit beer. Beer and brewery. That's some weird stuff.
And welcome back to another midweek show. I don't got a catchy phrase, not like the early morning Sunday show. Nothing catchy on midweek. But this week we're going to show some of the albums that I have brought back to my collection. So unlike this Sunday where I try to show new things that I've never had, this one is items that I had that I've now been able to bring back into my collection. Either through Discogs. I bought some stuff from my friend Bill Young. Some of you have sent me some things, so let's just get going, and I'll save you some time. The first one, this is a good one. The Slits cut. Yes, once again, let's lead off with boobies. Between the penises and the boobies lately, I don't swear, as many of you kind of have heard. I don't, but I seem to show a lot of pornography. Am I that channel where the old guy that shows naked people? That's why I guess I don't. You have to be over 14 to watch my channel. But this is an important album. One of those essential punk albums. They're out of Britain, formed in '77. I think they did this one in, oh gosh darn, I was thinking 79 or 80 is when they put this out. It is, the reason why they're like this is they're always considered tribal, and it was an all-girls punk group. More probably post-punk. You feel a lot of the reggae influences on what they do. Most of the songs are not stuff that you're going to sit there and hum along all day. Typical girls might be, which is kind of their cut up of a typical girl, more worried about bad smells than anything else. It's political. But it's not like Gang of Four. Gang of Four really makes hard edge dark. They try to put their own spin on it, usually a little more upbeat, a little better rhythm and things happening. So that really makes the difference with the Slits. And there is, you see, the drummer is Budgie. We have Palmolive is one of the people. Don Letts helped do this. They got their own punk names. Now I'm not finding them all on there. A really important album, though, for any punk collection, a serious punk collection. You want to have this, and I was really happy. I believe I found this in a record store, and I was really happy to see that and bring that back in. So, the Slits. Great album. Then, I bought this from Bill Young. He's selling off some of his collection, and he had Sandinista by The Clash. This, for me, is not an essential Clash album, but I love The Clash. I have, ever since, I got into them, in the early 80s. This is a 3-album set. It doesn't have the inner sleeves anymore, but that's fine. Everything was beautiful shape on here, off Epic. For me, so this really is an experimental album. They were really trying different sounds, different rhythms. It was almost as if they were each doing their own thing, and then they all put it together. I truly feel this could have been a great single album. 3 is a little much, as some of it's, to me, is a little bit throwaway, but there is some really good stuff. You have the Magnificent 7, where you can feel their love of reggae. And reggae really is coming out in this album. You have Somebody Got Murdered's on here, which is another one of those all-time classic. Police on My Back. There's just a variety of songs. And then, like I said, there's quite a few that are just okay. Still, for a Clash fan, You know, not trying to be a completist, but there is some good stuff in there. Brought this in. All right, here's the reissue. Actually, this is Tim. There's my original of Tim. So I did have my vinyl still. Good album. Actually, I got the original and the other one on the outside. So this one came out after Let It Be in 1985. Really solid album. It's not as good as Let It Be in my particular feeling, but there is a lot of great songs on here, and they're getting better. They're finding more melody. It's not so much just all jokes. There's Bastard of Young, which is great. Kiss Me on the Bus, another wonderful. Waitress in the Sky. Left of the Dial. Left of the Dial is neat because eventually this box set came out that I've talked about a billion times, Left of the Dial. It's from the song from Tim. So, important replacement album. I really wanted an original, but, you know, I had the vinyl. I just needed the cover, so just happy to get it back in my collection. Maybe someday I'll find an original at a decent price. Now, I also was able to get this, and this I was able to get from Bill Young, and from his collection. So this is their album, Don't Tell a Soul, promotional album. It was their second to the last album. Once again on Sire. This came out, it looks like 1989. To me, now this is not an essential replacement. So I bought it to bring it in, but it's not essential. This too is more like a Paul Westerberg solo album. It is much mellower. It's songcraft going on. You can see Paul Westerberg, he's branching out and he's getting ready to go solo. And that's what you see. There's none of the snottiness that you find on the on the earlier albums, especially the really early stuff. Instead, it is about songcraft. The inner sleeve. There you go. On here, they have, let's see, yeah, hold on. I'll Be You is their big hit. You be me and I'll be you. That was a really big hit for them. Got them a lot of airplay. But this is the beginning of the end of the replacements. And, Pleased to Meet Me came out before this. That's the one I'm still looking for. And that, again, is an important album. All Shook Down was their final one after this. From Bill Young. Now, I was shocked that he had this. Parliament. Aqua Boogie. And it is a cutout, but look at this. It still has... all the punch outs are in there. This, by now, when Parliament did this, they're pretty, I guess you could call it their coked out album, and quite honestly. All right, ready? Here we go. I'm trying to do this carefully. I don't want to tear it up. Okay. It folds into almost, it makes a stage, and you could see there's stuff underneath here. But I don't want to screw this up. It's not, again, this is, Parliament by now was really getting out there. I mean, they were just, there was so much drugs going around. In fact, they were being, George Clinton was basically paying them in drugs. Quite honestly, nobody was making money if you were a player for Parliament. But, the cartoons are great. Fun, just funk, just funk happening going on here. This one came out in 1978. I originally had a picture disc of this, which I gave away to a gal who was helping me clean after the flood. She wanted a picture disc for a wall. I gave her Aqua Boogie. Not the most important Parliament, but I saw it there, and I wasn't going to let it just sit there. By the same token, I bought this from Bill. Gloria Hala Stupid. And there's my original vinyl for this one. I tried to save all my Parliament vinyl. Again, the cartoons of Parliament. Just great artwork. A lot of fun. Good stuff. This is loan for promotional, not for sale. I don't know. Bill sold it to me. It says not for sale. I wonder if I should ask Bill to get my money back. Huh? No, Bill, I won't. This came out, I believe, in 79. Yep, 1979. Not Essential Parliament. This and Aqua Boogie are less expensive than other Parliament albums. You know, Parliament was ending. This was coming toward the end of Parliament. They were running out of things, or they're just running out of people. They just couldn't keep going on the way they were, the craziness that was happening. So is there anything really essential? They got Big Bang Theory. Pin the Tail on the Funky is pretty good. Pin the Tail on the Funky. Theme from the Black Hole is also on here. So there's some key tracks. Just fun Parliament stuff. Again, essential? No. Fun? Yes. Then, and I could have bought this a lot cheaper, but I wound up buying the music on vinyl. A lot of the Boston, this is Boston's second album, Don't Look Back. Really the first two, as far as I'm concerned, is what you need. This isn't nearly as good as the first one, but still it had the, you know, Don't Look Back, Feeling Satisfied, The Man I'll Never Be are on here. The Journey's a cool song. This is part of my high school college years. This came out in 78, so I was in college. Just it rocked. The guitars were great, and something I really wanted to get back. You can find it inexpensive, but I really wanted it to sound good. You know, I would love, you know, the first Boston album, which I think is just one of the greatest debut albums. That would be so cool to hear in a MoFi or something, high audio, and, you know, I think it would be fantastic. But music on vinyl, you know, they make good stuff. So I wound up buying that off Discogs. From Bill Young, again, we'll go back to Bill. We had this Peter Gabriel he was selling. This is just, you know, basically has Shock the Monkey. Shock the Monkey. That's a great song. I love that song. Those three Peter Gabriel albums where he labeled them all Peter Gabriel. I like all three of them. You know, now I'm not a Peter Gabriel fan, at least from the 70s. He was way too far out there. He was finding himself, I felt. He began to go, hey, if I make more pop-oriented tunes, maybe I can make some money. And, you know, eventually, of course, he comes up with So. Then we go into Passions of Christ. But this was, you know, Shock the Monkey grabbed a lot of attention, and people were interested in that. So it was nice to see that again and bring that back in. I did find this. Again, this is the MoFi Miles Davis, My Funny Valentine. I do have the original vinyl from it, and someone else had sent me one. But if I could get every Miles on MoFi, I would. He is my favorite. So it's just, I brought it back for that. Final one, Meow. Pipers at the Gates of Dawn, the mono version. Was it necessary? No. But this is an absolute favorite Pink Floyd one. What are you doing? Well, yeah, Meow, exactly. So I have it in stereo. I bought the reissue in stereo that just recently came out. I thought, you know what? Let's just get the mono one too. For whatever reason, just to spend money, I guess. And it sounds great. I really enjoy it. And this is just one of my all-time favorite because Astronomy Domain's on here. Lucifer Sand. I mean, there's just some great stuff. Interstellar Overdrive. Wow. So there we go. And here's Kat. So say hi, Kat. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay. Now he'll be pissed. Hey, thanks for joining me on a really quick midweek thing. And, you know, glad I could do porno again for everyone. Daryl over in Canada, off the beaten path. I hope you're healing well and everything's coming along well. I know he went to the hospital. And Doc Burns, if you're there, drop me a line. I sent you an email, but I don't know if you're hooked up yet. I just want to see how you're doing. So there we go. We use this to communicate and find out how people are doing. Thanks, everybody. Cat says bye. I'll say goodbye too. See ya.